international sphere, wherein North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is slated to meet with Russia's President Vladimir Putin. Now, reports have suggested that the two will discuss weapon sharing and that Kim Jong-un will help aid Russia in the Ukraine war. Now, remember, when we speak of the Russia-Ukraine war, which has begun on February 24th of last year, at this point, Kyiv still stands strong. So this is the particular update that we have. Quite a crucial meet that is slated to happen, what we understand, especially in the geopolitical situation, if we are to speak of that. And we have Abhishek continuing to remain with us on the broadcast. Abhishek, this particular development that we've seen wherein Kim Jong-un is slated to meet with the Russian president and their update about discussing weapon sharing, how might this affect the Ukraine-Russia war?
We see in the recent weeks when the overall stockpile of weapons has depleted on both sides, on the European side as well, who has been supplying incessantly to Ukraine, and Russians have also had issues with their stockpiles and their armory, their spare parts. Russia is increasingly engaging with countries like Iran, China, and apparently North Korea also, and it wants to have some sort of supplies coming from that country. So that is one of the reasons why U.S. would like to engage with the North Korean leadership to discourage North Korea from supplying any weapon or military hardware to Russia. The second is, recently we have seen U.S. President Biden, Japanese Prime Minister, and then Korean President, all three meeting and trying to, agree on bolstering their deterrence power in that region to ensure that North Korean nuclear programs are curbed and they are not following with that program. But it doesn't look like, because the kind of missile tests in the recent weeks we have seen from the North Korea, it doesn't look like it has had any deterrence over North Korea, and it continues unabated with its missile and nuclear launch programs. This is where President Biden would like to have a conversation with the North Korean side to discourage them and to engage with the world the way they want. North Korea has been looking forward to having sanctions lifted before it can go ahead with the denuclearization program of its own. And this is where U.S. has been non-committal because of the credentials that North Korea has. It has always wanted North Korea to first move ahead on denuclearization, and probably then the sanctions will be lifted on North Korea. So there are multiple aspects that the two leadership will be talking. In the last presidency of Donald Trump, we have seen 3 meetings happening between U.S. and North Korean leadership. In fact, the last one was held in the demilitarization zone of North Korea and South Korea border, where Donald Trump had a longer meeting, more than expected. And that was a very historic moment, and the two sides had expressed hope that the relation will move forward, denuclearization will happen, and the sanctions, the economic sanctions against North Korea will also be probably lifted going forward. But the talks have been stopped since then, and there has not been any forward movement in the bilateral talks or engagement between USA and North Korea. So looking forward, if President Biden has been willing to meet North Korean president, it looks like there could be some thaw in the bilateral relationship, as well as U.S. main concern of North Korea giving up its nuclearization program.
Right, Abhishek. Thank you for bringing us all those details. Indeed.